Hello, exceptionals. Welcome back. You know, delegation isn't just about getting things off your plate. It's about freeing yourself to focus on what really matters. It is a personal transition from doing to leading. And that's how great leaders drive success, and you can too. Welcome to Excel, the place where the exceptionals come to get better every day. Today, let's learn how to lead smarter, not harder, through the power of delegation. This is very important because delegation is the cornerstone of effective leadership, productivity, and growth. You know, I love great stories, so let me share one. I'm sure you will find it helpful. Once upon a time, there was a man named Kevin who decided to throw a surprise birthday party for his best friend Tom. Kevin wanted everything to be perfect, the decoration, the music, the food, and most importantly, the cake. Determined to do it all himself, Kevin took on every task. He spent hours making playlists, hanging streamers, cooking snacks, and attempting to bake a 3-layer chocolate cake from scratch, even though his baking skills were questionable at best. As the party drew near, Kevin was exhausted. The decorations were half finished, the music was on shuffle, the snacks were burnt, and the cake, let's say it looked like a chocolate avalanche. When Tom arrived, he laughed and said, "Wow, I love them creativity. Cynically, but seeing Kevin frazzled, he asked, "Why didn't you ask for help?" Kevin sheepishly admitted, "I wanted it to be special, so I thought I had to do it all myself." Tom shook his head and with a grin he said, "Perfection isn't doing it all. It's bringing people together to make it awesome. Next time, let's all pitch in. We all have our strengths. Trust me, I would have loved to bring the cake and save your kitchen." The following year, Kevin took Tom's advice. He delegated tasks like a pro. One friend handled the music, another took care of the decorations, and Tom's cousin, who happened to be a pastry chef, baked a show-stopping cake. The result? The best party ever. And Kevin actually got to enjoy it. So what's the moral of this story here? Taking everything on yourself doesn't make you a hero. It actually makes you a mess. Delegation isn't about letting go of control. It's about building something better together. Whether it's a party or a project, you share the load, trust your team, and focus on what truly matters, which is the people around you. Even a duct-taped balloon party can't fail with the right support. So, my dear business leaders and rising stars in our Excel community, I want you to picture this. You are leading a team, and every person brings unique talents to the team. Now imagine trying to do all their jobs despite their unique talents and what they can bring on board. And you are still trying to navigate steering the ship of that organization. How possible is that? That's where delegation comes in. It's a game changer that transforms leadership from overwhelming to impactful. When we delegate tasks, we get things done. But when we delegate responsibility, others get things done much more than we ever could. It is hard for some leaders, I know, to relinquish control. But in essence, it is really about empowering your team members. I experienced it as well when I was leading a school. I felt I could actually do most of the things myself, and I was getting burnout until I learned how to delegate effectively. So delegation is actually about trust. It's about growth. It's about getting a better result. So why does delegation work wonders? Like we said, it is a leadership superpower. Number one, it helps you boost productivity. By handing off tasks, you and your team can focus on what you each do best. Remember a football team of 11 players with different skill set and responsibility, but with one aim: to win the match. The striker don't need to bother about being a goalkeeper. The goalkeeper don't need to bother about being the midfielder. All of them will specialize and get the best out of themselves by focusing on what really matters. And number 2 is an extension of this first point. It helps them build skills by focusing on what they do best. Delegation lets your team grow, take on challenges, and shine if you patiently mentor them through the process. The clause here is patiently mentor them through the process, because some of them could actually be diamond in the rough, and you might want to easily let them go because of impatience. But if you can, help them through the process, train them, nurture them, and help them sharpen their skill, you will really get the best out of them. And number 3, it sharpens focus. When you are not buried in the weeds of so many things, you can focus on the big picture and strategic goals as the leader of that organization. So let's explore how you can master this skill with simple, actionable steps. Number 1, just start small. Delegate simple routine tasks to ease into it. Some people find it difficult to delegate. Why not start by delegating simple, repetitive tasks, routine tasks? Success breeds confidence. When you are successful in delegating those small tasks, your confidence will grow. And before you know it, you begin to delegate bigger tasks. And number 2, match tasks to talent. This is why it is important for you to understand your team members' strengths and weaknesses. Because when you do, you can assign tasks that fit their skills and the goals of the organization. Then you set clear expectations. Explain what needs to be done, why it matters, and the deadline. Clarity beats confusion. Please, as much as possible, when you want to delegate, set clear expectation. Let them know what is expected of them. Let them know why it matters. Let them know their role in getting it done for the benefit of the entire organization. Clear every doubt as much as possible. And number 4, provide support. Be available to guide, but avoid micromanaging. Trust your team to deliver. You've given them the blueprint. You have trained them. Just allow them to, make mistake, learn from their mistake, and keep growing. And number 5, celebrate wins. Acknowledge their little effort and achievements so that you can keep their morale high. That is how you build trust. So how do we overcome common hurdles of delegation? You might consider the hurdle of fear of losing control. To help you get away from this fear of losing control, I want to recommend that you shift your mindset. Delegation isn't about giving up control. It's about sharing responsibility. Just look at it as if you are sharing responsibility of that thing you need to get done, just like Kevin did. Doubt team capability. Are you doubting the capability of your team to be able to deliver on that task? Start with small tasks and build your confidence over time. Another hurdle is you might think it's faster to do it yourself. Hello, my friends. Remember, teaching once saves you from doing it forever. You will not always be there. There will be a time that someone else needs to get that job done. And if you are not there, everything will be on standstill. Do you want that for your organization? Teach other people how to do it. And when that person learns how to do it, let that person teach another person. Create a bench of so many people that can do one particular thing. And then you create a system around it. That is how to sustain the growth of the organization. So, how do you delegate with purpose? Delegate repetitive tasks. Give growth opportunities by challenging your team with tasks that develop their skills. That is how to even develop leaders. You see people that are eager to do something. You give them something that's a little bit above their pay grade and see how they deliver on that project. You keep high stakes decision. The high stakes decision, those North Star, those strategic decisions that will move the organization forward, They belong to you. Focus on those tasks. That is where your expertise is needed. And build a delegation culture. When you make delegation a habit, it spreads throughout your organization. It helps you to encourage teamwork, reward initiative, and watch innovation thrive in your setting. My friends, delegation isn't just a strategy, it's a mindset. You have to change your mindset about what delegation is and know that you are not giving up control, rather you are sharing responsibility. And as we wrap up, leadership isn't about doing it all yourself. We need to emphasize that. It's about empowering others to excel. So take a moment today. What's one task you can delegate to help your team grow and give yourself the space to lead? Start small, delegate boldly, and watch your team soar. And hey, don't be like Kevin in our story. Next time you're planning something big, ask yourself, who can help make this event better? And if you're thinking about baking, maybe you should start with cookies, not 3-layer chocolate cakes. And that's our package today, my exceptional phrase. I'm sure you got some insights on how to delegate effectively. So please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more valuable content that will help you get better every day. Please check out this video we recommend you watch next. And see you in our next video. Stay blessed.